All right. Hey, y'all. How you doing? I'm Joy. That's Ray. This is the Ringed Out podcast for Deadline.
And before we get started here, you might notice the interest of the play's a little funky now. That's because Joy didn't do her job.
Well, what happened was, it was a very busy week. And I didn't have time to do it like properly, the way that I normally would do it, because I had a commission that I had to edit and my own podcast that I had to edit and record all on the exact same day. So there was absolutely no way I was going to get all of the graphics done, all of my graphics done, 2 commissions and 2 podcasts. So Ray formatted the graphics the way that it's over on their channel. So we're just going to rock with that for mine. The next NXT event, hopefully I won't be as slammed because it'll be in January. So that's like around playoff NFL time. So it shouldn't be quite as much extra work.
And so before we get started, we do want to give you guys a quick little update that the next PLE prediction video on my channel is going to be Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, I didn't want to work Cena's last show, but the company is big dumb and they don't have anything for the rest of December. And so the only way we would have an episode over on Ray's channel is if it was The Last Time Is Now. And so your girl's going to cry. And
so unfortunately, we will have to work Cena's last match.
Yeah, but I did clear it with Dad, and I'm taking you up on your offer to watch the last show. Because here's the thing. When they first announced that it was going to be Saturday Night Main Event, and it was originally going to be in Boston, and it was going to originally be on NBC, I was like, all right, cool.
She was locked in.
I was so locked in. I was ready. I had plans. I was going to have snacks. I was going to have my drink. I was not going to be at the computer. The phone wasn't going to be near me. I was just going to focus because it's Cena, right?
And now,
and then greed happened, and so they moved it to DC, for favors, and they moved it to Peacock.
Bring your dad with you.
Maybe. I mean, well, sometimes when we were watching Worlds Collide, I want to say it was the first one that we did. He was in here and he watched a match. I think because remember I had you rewind something for me. Not the Grayson moment. Yeah. It was a different one. I think it was Chad Gable. I had you rewind to a moment. That was so that I could show Dad the segment of the match that I really, really enjoyed. So yeah, I don't mind him being involved in that. In fact, I would like it because he kind of came up with me with Cena, so he was there for all of it too. So
I usually don't like stream pay-per-views Joy. Because I do know how that's kind of like stealing, but at the same time, you know what?
Look, here's my opinion on that part of it. They stole him from me first because it was a plan. I was supposed to be able to watch it on NBC, and they took him from me and every other fan who had the access to watch him. They took that access away for the sake of money. And so if I have a means of watching one of my guys' last matches, I'm going to take ever. I am going to take you up on that. And I'm going to do the same thing for Randy when he ends up deciding that he's going to hang it up, which I will be broken entirely. I already know I can't. I hope we don't have to work that one.
If for some reason they don't have a pay-per-view, I just won't. We'll take that month off.
I'd be okay with that. Or heck, you can take NXT for that month. I don't want to have to work Orton's last show.
I mean, we could just do Cena too. Just take the month off, but
no, I mean it's okay. Like again, I don't really hate the idea because here's my thing. I don't think that they're gonna give Orton the right treatment. I don't think they're going to give him the same Last Time is now its own themed show. I don't think that he's going to warrant that kind of respect. I think he's just going to have one final match, is going to be to some young up-and-comer, maybe Miles Bourne, and that'll be it. So, anyway, I'm preparing to be a wreck. But anyway, that's no here nor there. That is for next week over on Ray's channel. This week, we have NXT Deadline. It's a 5-match card, 2 Iron Survivor matches, and 2 title matches.
One Ethan.
So, and one Ethan. And one Ethan. But for those of you watching, there might be a surprise Ethan somewhere showing up. So if you can see that while you're watching, go ahead and timestamp. Timestamp the hidden Ethan, and you will win joy points.
What can you cash your joy points for?
Undetermined. I don't know yet. I just thought it was funny to have joy points. So, but this is just a really stupid idea. If you guys watch other channels like Project Fear, they always hide a rubber duck somewhere in wherever they're investigating in their episodes, and so I figured Ethan can be my rubber duck in my content now. So I'll be hiding him somewhere. So if you are ready, let me pull up the match order so that we can go through this. It is you first.
And for the first time ever, we actually know the first match.
Yeah, it was confirmed, and I'm still kind of against the idea.
About it.
I'm not mad because, why not have your best star, best championship be the opening, right?
So what is the opening match, Joy?
Well, it is Ricky Saints defending his NXT championship, the main brand's championship, against Femi in the rematch from the Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
It took me a second to remember when they actually fought.
Yeah, I was like it too. So anyway, Ricky.
Yeah, I'm also taking Ricky. I think that this is going to finally be the time that Oba leaves. I think Oba's going to make the shift over to probably Raw.
They've announced that they were planning on calling people up.
Right, but here's my only caveat to that. I was going to tell you this this morning, but then everything in the house decided to be a problem. That's a story for another day.
Yeah, Joy didn't have a good morning today.
It was so bad. It was such a bad start. It was very, very rough. House breaking shenanigans ended up having to happen. But anyway, they've been saying for months that call-ups are imminent, and then nothing happens. So, I don't know how much I believe it. I'll believe it when it actually happens. Kind of like a certain Georgia boy's return. I will believe it when he graces my screen. Until then,
I don't even know if they know what they're doing with that angle.
You know what? I don't think they do. We're gonna deviate from Ricky real quick. Sorry, bud. We'll get back to it. I think, and this could just be my conspiracy theory brain, but I think that Theory was the stand-in at the event until they could figure out who was actually going to be the role of the masked guy. I don't think they ever had any intention of it actually being Theory. I think he was the stand-in for it. And the fact that the A-Town Army and his theorists and whatever, however you want to call them, are so in tune to him that we've seen it.
But hey,
we know who he is.
It was Theory.
So,
Joy
100%.
Joy has verified it with his asshole.
Confirmed. I confirmed as much as I possibly could confirm, 100% certainty that was him. But then everybody was trying to throw up roadblocks of how it wasn't him, because the guy that was the masked dude, you could see his eyes, and he looked directly in the camera when he was leaving, and his eyes were blue, and Theories are green. So people are like, oh my God, it wasn't him. Yeah, I know, exactly. But then Logan Paul was doing some talking. I don't know if it was on Impulsive or with somebody else, but he said that the masked guy showed up to the arena already in full garb and he didn't take it off once. So even they don't know. So that also fits theory because he's very dedicated to the craft. He will do above and beyond what's needed. So it was theory, 100%. But I don't think they know what they're doing. I think that he was just a simple stand-in so they can drag this out.
Maybe they're going to have him be like a stand-in for like Jericho or something.
Yeah, if they drag this out into January, which they very well could, then it could very well be Jericho. But someone also said that it would be Randy Orton as well, which I think I sent you that last night.
Randy joining division is not a good idea.
Well, here's the thing though, is he did an interview before where he was talking about the potential of leading another group and like who would he put in his group, right? And so the idea that he could be the new Vision leader, I'm not completely against it because he has led groups in the past. He's been part of groups in the past. And now that he's on the winding down end of his career, why not? And if Theory was the stand-in for Orton, it would just be funny.
They're just compared to Legacy 2.0.
Which, to be fair, it kind of would be because you would have Braun Breaker, who's a second-gen wrestler as well. So
Bronson Reed just standing there.
Yeah, he's there. You know, but
Logan Paul, which I wish he wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
Is he like official member? Is he like an official member or something like that?
Yeah, he is. They did a whole thing. He's he's in the Vision now.
He drank the Kool-Aid.
Something like that. Paul Heyman said that he's the future of this business, and he officially welcomed him in. So,
doubt.
Let's get back to Ricky because I could say some things, but it's not. Back to Ricky. What we're talking about is the NXT Championship. We both said Ricky. I think that this is the time for Ricky's Absolute Era to be the main thing on NXT now that he can kick Oba to the side. And more importantly, he was already on the promo video for New Year's Evil. So that's my logic behind going with Ricky over Oba. He was already in the video.
Yeah, so spoilers.
Well, not really. Like, if anybody watched NXT, they've seen the same video I did.
Oh, no. I mean, we spoiled it.
Oh, yeah, but it's them. You think they're going to actually be smart? Nah. But, alright, so that match is done. Sorry for the side tangent. But, you know, we brought up Theory, Randy, and Logan, so I was going to side tangent. I'm sorry.
And Bronson, and Braun.
And Braun. Yeah, not really Bronson. I don't super care about Bronson, but Braun was cool.
Yeah, he's just there.
Yeah. I mean, he's good, don't get me wrong. And he's Australian, so that's cool. But Bronson's not my fan.
I mean, Bronson's a beast.
He is a beast. Just hashtag not my beast. But alright, so
anyway,
first
we're in the second match.
Yeah, second match, we have the Women's Iron Survivor with Kendall Gray, Lola Vice, Jordan Grace, Sol Ruka, and Kalani Jordan.
Who were all selected by the GOAT, John Cena.
Yes. And this one is me first. And so I can see this going 5 different ways.
4 ways.
Multiple ways.
I still like 4 ways.
I know, because you don't think that Kendall Gray deserves it here. No. I personally really love Kendall Gray.
I didn't say she deserves it. I just said that there's no way in hell she's winning it.
Which I agree. I don't think she will win it. But if it was me, I would strap a rocket to her and shoot her to the moon because she is so freaking talented. She's my style of wrestler, man or woman. So I would put everything around her personally. But that being said, I do know that she is Evolve talent, and at the end of the day, no.
Evolve is nobody.
Right. So I am going to take Lola Vice in this one, and we're going to say that she and JC Jane run it back on New Year's Evil.
And I agree with you. I'm going with Lola Vice too because she was honestly the only person that I really was confident I was going to win.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody else I really saw like winning at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, when you break it down, I could see Soul. Like, Soul could deserve it, but not with Zarya now hanging over her head. Kendall Gray is Evolve. Kalani Jordan and Jordan Grace.
Zarya's going to screw Soul somehow to
Yeah, it
add
might
more
not
fuel to the
happen.
fire.
Right, it might not happen in this match.
I think she's going to try and spear somebody and spear Soul like she did at NXT.
That's highly possible, but I don't know. I could also see a scenario where Soul wins and then Zarya attacks her at New Year's Evil, costing her the title opportunity. I think that would be a fun way of setting it up as well. And it would fit JC Jane also kind of keeping the title in not so good circumstances. But I think that there's too much going on with Soul right now, and she could also be somebody that's called to SmackDown. So that's off the table as well. Jordan Grace could also be called to SmackDown. Kalani Jordan, maybe with her relationship with Mello, maybe that would also be a good SmackDown move. So the only one I see them keeping would be Lola.
I've seen some rumors that her and Mello were going to face. I don't know who it was, but it was another like husband and wife team on SmackDown or whatever.
Aleister Black and Zelina.
Yeah, that.
I could see that. But also, Lola Vice is dating Damian Priest, and they were supposed to face Zelina and Aleister Black. So there's a lot of like behind the scenes things working. So this, honestly, I could see anybody winning. But we both agree that Lola should and probably will.
Yeah. Like you said, Jordan, she's just kind of floundering there until she gets called up and gets ruined by Nose.
I'm so
because they didn't bring her up.
Yeah, she's an outsider. Therefore,
she must pay the consequences of her actions.
For existing somewhere else first. Oh no, how dare you? We must create you into the star that we want you to be. Too bad you're already pre-established. Oh, well, guess what? You're not going to get anything.
You're gonna be a main event in Speed.
To be fair, so is Damian Priest. So that fall off needs to be studied. I don't know how you go from world champion to never being seen to main event
in a year.
In the same year. Did he at least win his main event match so he's not on theory level burying?
I think so.
Good. At least he's winning.
I would imagine so. I mean, it was against fucking Kit Wilson.
Oh, then yeah, he won. I'm sorry. I love Kit Wilson.
There's no way Kit Wilson beats Damian Priest.
No. It would be so fun if he did. I love Kit Wilson. Kit's fits.
I gotta look real fast.
Most fun online content. I don't know how I found it, but I see his fits all the time.
Priest won.
Okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense. So at least he's not being buried quite to the level of theory, but the fact that you went from being a champion to being involved in some pretty cool, matches to
fighting Kit Wilson.
Yeah, to fighting Kit Wilson on main event. Like, it's just so sad. But so SmackDown definitely needs some more talent, and most of these ladies could easily be called to go to SmackDown to fill in those roles, especially because they're going back to a 3-hour format. They really need more bodies. So I could see it. And also, you might have noticed, I'm trying to not say called up or developmental or something like that, because somebody, you can probably guess who, made a very good point that it's very disrespectful to say that you're not on that level. It's disrespectful to all the work that you've put in to say that it's in developmental. So
wait, who said that?
Ethan.
Oh.
So once I listened to that interview, I've made a conscious effort to not say called up, because he said that it's not going to be a call up. It's going to be a lateral shift. It's going to be I'm being moved. I will be traded to Raw or SmackDown. And I'm like,
here's the thing, though.
You got a point.
Here's the thing, though. Nobody gets called. Nobody gets traded to NXT from the main roster.
I mean, there's been some people who have gone back.
Not permanently, though.
No, not like forever.
They stay for like a month, then they go back to the main roster, and nobody gets back to them.
Exactly. But so like when he said that in the interview, I was listening to like the whole clip just because I'm me, and
But you are right.
It makes sense, yeah, because he's NXT, right. It's disrespectful.
NXT is a third brand now.
Exactly. So to call NXT the developmental brand when they have so much ID underneath them, I agree with him. It's disrespectful to all the work they put in to call them not good enough.
The fucking
NIL
program, the ID program.
Exactly. So like that is your development. That is your breeding ground. NXT is holding it down every single week, going on tours, traveling to other companies, other countries, whatever you need them to do, they do it. So it's a lateral shift to the same workload if you go to Raw or SmackDown. So considering NXT its own brand, I think is a lot better of a way to do it. And I'll give one more point. The championships in NXT, I don't care who's holding it, is defended a heck of a lot more than what they do on the quote-unquote main roster. That was what it was. He didn't like the term main roster because that was disrespectful to the work that we are putting in. I'm not getting called up to main. I'm making a shift to another show, which it makes sense, in my opinion. But I can also see other people's argument about, well, no, you only wrestle in a performance center. You're not actually doing anything. Like, no, because they go everywhere. They travel just like the quote-unquote main roster people do. So,
I mean,
I've been making a conscious effort to say it differently.
They are in Orlando a lot.
Yeah, I mean, they have a main hub, admittedly. That is very true. But I think, I agree that it is disrespectful to say that they're not a main roster worthy or main roster talent, or they're in development still.
They like kept their takeover name, or at least like just kept using the like go everywhere thing.
Yeah, that would have been nicer. I think that they kind of ruined their own selves by giving the performance center base and kind of showing you behind the curtain and all of that stuff. I think that kind of ruined the draw to what they were doing, and it put everything in a bad light. So that's just my opinion, and I'm making
they've always had a home base though. They have Full Sail first, Yep.
I know. It's just I just want to make an effort to not say main roster anymore, because he does have a point. It is disrespectful to people who are holding it down, and quite frankly, better than a lot of people on Raw and SmackDown. So
leave it to Ethan to give you a little moral checkpoint.
I know, right? Anyway, match 3. Moving right along now, because we took way too long about stuff that wasn't even the Survivor.
Important.
Yeah, well, he's always important.
I mean, it was important.
Yeah. Okay, so match 3, we have Tatum Paxley and Izzi Dame in a bit of a grudge match after what happened. And This is you first.
Yeah, sure. And I'm going for Tatum.
Yep, I agree with you. I think that when she said that she has to make you feel her pain, I was set. Like, yeah, this girl is going to embrace the crazy. I hope that she embraces the crazy and goes off on Izzi. And actually, Dad had a funny. We were watching NXT on Tuesday, and he said, "What if they completely flip the script and the culling costs Izzi and sides with Tatum after all that?"
Imagine.
That would be so cool. Because right now Tatum doesn't have any friends. So what if Sean Spears and
Nico
Vance? Thank you. I had it. It just took me a second. What if those two are her friends and they don't like what Izzi did to her? Because they were so supportive and they were with Tatum her entire rise with that group. They were celebrating her, cheering her on, helping her along, not saying anything, and Izzi was the abusive one the whole time. So, and Izzi's the one who kicked out Brooks Jensen, and the men didn't do anything about it. So she is assuming the role as leader. What if Sean Spears wants to take it back? It was his group.
But maybe he's like fucking, I'll have my queen.
Yeah, maybe he's just passive. He doesn't really seem like the subtype. But yeah, so we both agree we're taking Tatum, probably just for the sheer crazy of it all. All right, and then
now
next up
here
is
we go.
me first, and it is Ethan Page defending his North American Championship against Mr. Iguana from Triple I.
And before we do this, I just want to say that usually we're going back to Cena for a second.
Yeah.
Usually when I do these match orders, I do not take account into consideration who gets what matches. I just put it down what I think is going to happen.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I know. Joy gets Ethan a lot. I know.
It's just fate. That's all it is. Because you don't try to do it.
But for the last time as now, I will make damn certain that Joy gets seen this match.
Yeah. That is one thing that we agreed on. So even, because like I want his match to be last when we do it. So even if the matches don't line up and I just have to do 2 in a row at the end first, I think I'm okay with that because I have history with this guy. So I appreciate Ray giving me the first ups.
Like I said, usually I don't put any consideration into who gets what.
Right. We don't typically plan it out in its entirety, which I'm sure you guys can probably tell considering it is 30 minutes in and we're just now getting into the penultimate match. Yeah. So we don't really plan the podcast a lot. We just kind of get together, we do the matches, we talk a lot about a lot of different things. But basically
this is just us just shooting the shit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, per the usual. I mean, and that's why, Ray rips me for Ethan and Ricky and whoever a lot. So we're just hanging out, just doing what we do.
We're just two friends just hanging out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of what makes it a thing. But for Cena's last match, it is something we're actually going to try to fully plan out and format. Like, I even have a role in the creation of the art for this time.
Yeah, so, I gave Joy a job here.
Yeah, I actually have a job. I actually have something I have to do for Ray's episode. So we're actually putting some plan.
We're not going to talk about that today, but
right.
We'll talk about it when we do the predictions video.
Exactly. So go ahead and stay tuned for that one next week for his last show. So now, back to Ethan.
It's you.
It is me.
Of course.
It's Ethan's match. Of course, I go first. I am taking him to retain, but I'm scared. I'm scared because
you want to tell the people about what you thought of?
I had a dream, and in that dream, it showed all of the moments of the Midwest tour when they were in Cleveland and Columbus and Detroit, and Ethan was very going at Shawn Michaels a lot of the time. with the phone gesture telling him, you better call somebody else, and I just beat another challenger and all that stuff, and he's very against Ava.
I just love the promo he did with Trey Miguel.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. He can't come to the phone right now. He's a little bit knocked out. That was so good. He's a freaking wizard. He's very funny.
I'm sorry. He can't come to the phone right now. He's busy he's busy getting his ass beat by the best person on your roster.
Yep. Absolute gem of in-ring post-match promo.
He is so amazing on the mic.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Is that he's I think he's very underrated just overall in general, probably because he's been in the business for 18 years, 19 years. I think it's 18. He's been in the business for 18 years and he's still in development. So so he gets a lot of flack for never, making it big or whatever, but he is pound for pound one of the best signings and talents that they have. They've sent him everywhere. He's gone to AAA. He's taken on people from there that have come in.
AAA. Well, are you trying to like put a little accent on there?
Well, that's the way that they said it when they were talking about the titles. So I'm trying to do justice and trying to do it right based on the way that he and Chelsea have pronounced things. AAA. I'm trying to be more professional.
Like that too.
Yep. It's more of the Spanish leaning actual way that you're supposed to say it. And so I'm taking words to heart and I'm trying to be better.
All right, look, I'm white, so I'm just going to say AAA. Yeah.
I'm white too, but if man can learn Spanish to make his job even better, the least I can do is copy the way that he says things. I will do that.
I have no Spanish like speaking in me, so I'm not even going to try.
I have a little bit. I can do a little bit here and there on the pronunciations of things, but listen, we said before that if anybody can get me to do things,
it's Ethan.
It's Ethan. And so if he's going to tell me that I'm pronouncing things wrong, I'm going to listen to him and I'm going to pronounce it the way that he does. So I'm trying to be a little bit more professional.
Just look up Michael Cole. He's fucking white man Cole, and he pronounced every participant's name wrong. We had to do Hooked on Phonics to get that shit
We did, yeah. That was really funny. But that's also another reason that I'm trying to do it better. Like I'm listening to Ethan and I'm listening to Chelsea Green, but I'm also trying to listen to Conan, who I believe says it the same way. So I'm trying to say it the way that the company is actually said, not the American version of how it's said, because it's about tradition and, respect. I'm trying to respect them. So I will.
Look at you.
Here's the thing. I will look it up more fully. I didn't pre-plan this. It's just the way that I've watched so many clips of him doing promos for those mixed tag titles and stuff that now the pronunciation is ingrained in my head.
I just can't believe that man learned Spanish for one promo.
For everything. It wasn't just that one promo. He did the promo for it because he said that he got mad, not because somebody spoke Spanish to him, but because he didn't understand what the man was saying. So he demanded that the company pay for his Spanish lessons, and then he took them, and then he went down to Mexico and actually applied it. It was true dedication to the craft, true consummate professional.
Yeah,
he's a professional wrestler.
That was his feud during the AEW to Dr. Wagner Jr.
Yes, exactly. And then when he then showed up, I don't remember where it was. As the match on December 20th is what's in Guadalajara, I think. So it might have been Mexico City. I don't remember where they were. But
isn't that New Mexico?
Guadalajara?
Yeah.
No, that's in Mexico.
Okay.
But I don't remember if that's going to be the 20th or if they were there when they defended against Lola Vice and Iguana. I don't remember. Anyway, I'm getting off track. He took Spanish classes so that he could actually communicate in Mexico during his feud and with the mixed tag titles. And if he wins the Latin American title, he'll do it for that too. So I'm just trying to follow suit on my end and actually respect the tradition of luchador as much as I can anyway. So I'll look it up in post for editing and let y'all know if I'm actually being stupid or borderline racist for trying. I'll let y'all know. But anyway,
that's fine. I'll try. But I don't want to come across as accidentally racist.
well, no, because like I do think that Triple A is the way that it was said, unless they were making fun of it, and then I'm by proxy making fun of it. I don't know. I'll do my research in post and figure that out.
That's like Triple A.
Yes, that makes more sense. Yeah, Triple A. Triple A.
Triple A. It's Triple A.
Okay. Well, then I will do my research even further and fix it. So, sorry. Again, we don't plan. We don't pre-plan ahead of time, but it's been ingrained in my head, so I used it without thinking.
So yeah, I am pretty sure I am pretty sure that's Triple A.
Okay, well, whenever they go down to Mexico again and go after the AAA Latin American Championship and defend their AAA mixed tag team titles, Spanish.
That's just Ray.
I mean, well, you probably looked it up more because Lillian Garcia and stuff. Where I just watched the promos and stuff.
Up.
Well, yeah, but you remembered that Lillian Garcia said it.
I didn't listen.
Well, and so was I. So there we go. It's the same thing. But anyway, we're getting way off track here. I had a dream, and it was with Ethan going after Shawn Michaels for needing to call up more people for him to defend the title against. And, you picked the wrong one, send me better competition, blah, blah, blah. And how he has this feud with Ava. And then what happened on NXT when he got carjacked and was yelling at Ava that she should have called the police because it's Florida.
I just love that.
Yeah, it was so good.
Are you going to call the police and what? Tell them that they just stole your car? Yes, it's Florida.
That's freaking genius. And the one that got me the most though, because it's Florida, was genius. But I loved the cold-blooded setup. That line, chef's kiss, beautiful, sneak it in, brilliant. I loved it. But anyway, Deadline happens to be taking place in San Antonio, I believe. And I had a dream a while back, and now everything's coming up.
Certain heartbreak.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels' hometown, and Shawn Michaels was part of kind of messing over another Canadian in a match, and old habits die hard, and so that was kind of how I thought in my dream that he was going to mess Ethan over out of the title.
He just hates Canadians.
Exactly. And somebody who is very proud of being Canadian and never letting anybody forget the fact that he is, in fact, from Canada. Maybe it's going to trigger some things and he's going to get messed over in San Antonio by the one that was part of the job the first time.
So Sean's going to look at Theory or Ethan.
Oh no, not Theory. Not Theory. He is from Georgia.
Sean's going to look at Ethan and just see Bret Hart.
He's going to see red, and the red is going to be the maple leaf, and he's going to get so triggered.
He's going to see red. He's going to see white.
And that's going to be the last thing he sees before he reverts back to his old ways and calls for the bell when no bell should have been called for. And Ethan's going to lose his title to shenanigans. That was what my dream showed. And now that they're actually having him defend it in San Antonio, I already called that part. Because this is before Deadline was released and being known that it was going to be in San Antonio. I dreamed this up months ago. So
if you called this months
I will be livid. Because y'all know I have a streak.
Then you might have to have a side job as like a fortune teller.
Maybe, but not only that, but like I have such a way about me for jinxing things. I don't want to have jinxed him in advance. Normally, I
Yeah,
just
good
jinx
point.
in real time.
Maybe you shouldn't be a fortune teller.
Exactly, because I would tell the fortune. I would tell misfortune is what I would do. But so I had that realization this morning when I was having everything else go wrong this morning. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, she literally had a shower thought.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, well, I have those all the time with this, right? But like, it was one of the bad shower thoughts involving this. Yeah, it dawned on me. It's like, wait a minute, didn't we dream about him losing his title in San Antonio? Oh no.
And then she immediately picked up her phone and texted to me.
Yeah, I shut the water off, got outside, and says, hey, so problem, and immediately texted Ray that the whole thing about how I dreamed that he lost his title in San Antonio because Shawn Michaels hates Canadians. And so if that does happen, I will be very, very sad because one will be, I called it, but two, it'll mean that they're taking him from me and he's getting traded to SmackDown. So,
and then the nose gets him,
which makes me very, very nervous. He's said that
he will be property of the nose.
So wrong. He said before that he brings out the darker side in Chelsea Green, and Chelsea Green brings out his softer side. But the only place that you're allowed to be the darker side is in NXT, where you're a little bit more rough around the edges. And on SmackDown, you have to be more lighthearted and funny, and you're the comedy act if you're Chelsea Green, right? You always have been. Ethan is going to turn into a comedy act.
Yeah, Joe Hendry's right. Matt Cardona has become the third wheel in his own marriage.
That's funny, isn't it? Isn't it funny? But I mean, he's not wrong though, because when she is working with him in NXT or defending their mixed titles or something like that, she is a bit more legit. Just gonna put it out there. She shows her talent and her wares a lot more when you're able to actually wrestle. And if you're going to be hanging out with Ethan, you must actually wrestle. But when you're up on SmackDown, then you can have your pyros going off late. You get thrown into dumpsters. You get cake thrown all over you. You smell like you just came out of an outhouse.
To be fair, that happened in NXT.
Yeah, the cake thing did happen in NXT, and that's kind of where I'm a little bit more like, I see the path, and I don't like it. Because they're turning him into more of a comedy act when he's around her. And so when he gets moved to SmackDown, which is where he's going to go, because they're not going to put him on Raw when Chelsea Green's on SmackDown. Makes no sense. He's just going to be Slagin' E. And I don't like it.
They're just going to keep on cock blocking him.
And by proxy me. Again, constantly. I am constantly being blocked by this company from the things that I need to see. And I just,
from SmackDown
I feel,
to Cena to Ethan
to Theory to Grayson actually doing anything to Randy being off TV for forever. It's just like everything that I care about, they're ripping away from me little by little. And I feel like when he does make the move to SmackDown, he will regress his in-ring ability. And he's going to end up being a joke, right along with Chelsea Green again. And I don't want to see that. So, anyway, I'm taking Ethan to defend because I made my pick before I had the San Antonio brain blast.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know if I ever said my pick yet, but I'm going to Ethan too.
Yeah, no, you didn't. I wrote them down, so I already knew what you took, but we didn't actually officially say. That's why I had to rewind and reset, because, tangents. But, yeah, so we are both in agreement. We're taking Ethan to defend. My main thing, I don't see them having him lose the title to Mr. Iguana. I see him losing the title to somebody of a status in NXT as, like next man up, like a Miles Bourne, a Javon Evans.
Well, then he
something
won't
like
lose
that.
in San Antonio.
I know, which is why I'm okay right now. I'm okay. It's just my brain finally connected the two dots of it's the location that we dreamed up, and then the news about NXT talent being moved to SmackDown
Although
or filling in the
now,
voids. So
now I want Ethan to have like a little puppet version of himself, like how Finn had Demonito.
oh yes, yes. Make a oh my god, what would it be? I'm trying to think. It has to be Canadian themed. Let it be a moose. He can have a moose puppet. He made a joke about a moose with Chelsea Green before, so yeah.
Or like how, just fucking have like have like himself or like Mr. Iguana, like how Harley Cameron had like mini Monet.
I could see that, yeah. A little mini ego. That'd be cute. That would be so cute. They should do, and well, then they're gonna sell it, so they're gonna market it if they do that.
And then there you go. You got yourself a WWE Shop's top seller.
You do. At least for some people, you do. But I can see it. You know, he would the little mini ego would have the. Thank you. He would have the little. It's gonna be a plushie. Wait a minute. I can't have a plushie, Ethan.
Why not?
Because I sleep with two plushies, and I'm not gonna have that temptation there.
Well then.
Anyway.
Kick one out to the curb.
That's the point.
He belongs on the bed. Pause.
He does. That's the problem. But anyway, I could see the little plushie having like the red suit with the open button at the top, and the loafers with no socks. That'd be so cute. Somebody design that.
And then have his pointed smile face.
Somebody freaking design that. We need a mini ego puppet. A little plushie, a little mini ego. That'd be so
There
cute.
you go. There you go, WWE. I just made your top seller. Make that.
They're already selling Demonito, which is another adorable thing. So, yeah.
Well, then see? Obviously, it's a good idea then.
It is. It's a great idea. I'm not against it. I'm just against owning one. Because
have like a little page.
Mini page. A little page. That'd be so cute. Anyway.
Puppet page. Match, there we go.
The
puppet page.
Okay, last match is for you first.
Just not going to comment on that?
Nope. I literally, quite frankly, cannot right now. I am almost broken. So
don't worry. If they make a puppet page, I'll buy you one.
Okay. I hope they don't now, just because I don't need that thought process. But anyway, Men's Iron Survivor main event is our last match up, and we have Javon Evans, Leon Slater, Joe Hendry, Dion Lennox, and Miles Bourne, who got the chance to choose when he enters the match.
Oh, he did?
Yes, because he won the he was the one who got the pinfall on NXT against Dark State. So he was the one who got to choose where he enters. And Corey Graves being on that show instead of Booker T won. Great idea. Much better experience. 10 out of 10. Will watch again. He and I completely agreed that you want to be in the middle of the pack. So 3 or 4 is where you want to be.
Yeah, so this one, I was kind of confident, but now looking back on it, I don't know.
Okay. Fair, because same.
I'm going Miles. I feel like they have a lot of stock in this kid.
I would tend to agree with you. I think they also have a lot of stock in Miles Bourne, and I would not in the least be surprised if he did end up winning. I personally went with Javon Evans because I also think they have a lot of stock in him, and he did a locker room NXT Anonymous I'm spying on everybody thing with Ricky, talking about getting a title shot in the future, and how, I'm not ready, and how he was bragging about being at Madison Square Garden, and he told Ricky, oh, don't worry, you'll get to the Garden someday, and stuff like that. So I think that could be a way of setting up Javon and Ricky in the future. And so the best way to do that is if Javon wins this.
And real quick, I'm so happy that Dion then gave his tag title to
Saquon
Sugars.
Yes, we have to definitely give him props for that, because he could have tried to be a double champion.
Yeah.
But he gave his tag title to one of his Dark State brothers just for the chance of being in the Iron Survivor.
Yeah. So huge props to Dion for giving his title just to a Saquon.
Mm-hmm. Now, to be fair, I see this one going 4 ways as well. The only one that I eliminated was Leon. I don't think that Leon Slater, as high as they are on him, being the X Division champion, is going to go after Ricky. But Joe Hendry just signed a main roster level contract where he's getting paid more than anybody else on NXT right now. So they are going to hopefully be pushing him to the moon, but he could also be making the shift over to SmackDown.
And then Dion Lennox, he's decent.
I love Dion.
I don't know if the Iron Survivor has DQs. I think they do.
They should. But I'm going to be very interested to see him by himself in the Iron Survivor. Because if they have Dark State down there, it's just not going to be fair at all. So I'm hoping that he'll handle it on his own. But also, I could see him winning, because then Ricky would have to go through all of Dark State. And he doesn't have any backup. Nobody likes him, really. So
that's his fault.
Well, I mean, not really. The only reason that he doesn't really have anybody who would be backing him up is Trick is probably going to be gone. Oba is probably going to be gone. Javon and him were already squawking with each other and trading shots back and forth. So he would have help, sure, but your help is going to be Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights. And
what about the High Rise? They used to be with him, right?
I haven't seen High Rise since Wes Lee got released.
They were just on. They were just on TNA, I think. They have a match at Final Resolution.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, good for them.
Yeah.
So maybe they got sent to TNA to go be with Wes again. That's funny. That's funny. The E has no use for them on NXT because their leader is gone. So just go follow your leader. It's fine. We don't need you anyway. Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, but he can still be part of communication with them back there because they don't have anything to do. So one tag team that could be backing up Ricky that'd be fun would be OTM. I do like them as a team. Yeah. So I think that could be cool. But I don't know. So we do have a split here, and Miles could very well be my downfall.
But then Javon could be my 5th loss in a row.
Yeah, so if Javon wins for me, Ray would have lost 5 PLE podcast events in a row. So for Ray's sake, I do hope that Miles does win, or even funnier, Dion wins.
Oh, wow.
And we just split. It's a wash.
So I was making sure that the High Rise actually did have a match at Final Resolution. Mm-hmm. They do. They're going after the TNA titles.
But what?
The High Rise
what world?
Yeah.
What? Oh my god!
I guess they have, and I guess they have Robert Stone as their manager now. For some reason.
Oh, wait a minute. Was that? Were they part of the invasion?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's where they went, because I know that Stax invaded, and then they had a tag team that invaded, and Lexus King also was part of it. So that makes a lot more sense.
So yeah, the High Rise gets a TNA tag title opportunity.
That is hilarious.
Today, actually.
Well, all right.
Yeah, today.
Yesterday, as the time that y'all are watching this, so you'll already know
December 5th.
What happened. So, okay, that is cool. Did not know that.
That is crazy. And also, we will know if JDC wins the world championship. We take on Kazarian tonight.
I'm so torn on that match because like I love both of them. Anyway,
I know. This is kind of a weird detour to go into TNA, but
yeah,
it's kind of hand in hand.
a little bit. I mean, they're basically the same show now at this point. They're on the same level, so
It just
makes sense.
I didn't think the high riders would go after the tag titles. I thought this would be a standard ass match.
I don't know what they did to deserve a tag team title shot.
Exist.
Apparently, that's all you need to do in this company to get anything. Oh, so I just have to ask about it? Okay, cool. Let me write that down. But all right, so before we do wrap this up, there's one little note that we have to end off with because I think that shenanigans are a brewing. So when Oba and Ricky were doing their contract signing in Ava's office, the deadline screen on the TV behind Ava turned into a bridge. It was a bridge video. And everyone is like, Tony D'Angelo's coming back. That makes sense. So I think that that's going to be something that happens during the title match. And maybe that is why it's the opener, because shenanigans is about to happen, which makes me a little bit concerned for the match because who knows who those shenanigans are going to be against. But my guess is Ricky beats Oba and then Tony D'Angelo shows back up.
So you're going to totally ignore Stacks and just go for Oba?
Ricky.
Whatever. Ricky, Oba.
Yeah. More than likely, that'd be my guess. But, like, my thing is, why? Because the winner of the Iron Survivor is going to be
and New Year's
taking
Evil.
on the champion at New Year's Evil. And, spoiler, you ain't in that. So, like, what makes you think...
New Year's Evil on Jan 6th, by the way.
Yes, which is a Tuesday show, so we are not working it, and I can just be a fan. I can just be a fan.
We do not do special event shows.
Yes, because if we did, we would have done Homecoming, and I would have been upset.
Yeah.
Imagine I had to do an aftermath on Homecoming. I would have been so mad.
Just complain. Nose did this. Nose did this. Why did Nose do that?
I complained enough in the DMs with you during the actual show. I didn't need to have an aftermath on top of it. But so that was the rumor anyway, was that Tony D'Angelo was returning because somebody's seen a bridge video on a TV screen and they're like, oh, it's a bridge. That means it's Tony D. Okay. I don't really understand the reference. I think that was before I started watching.
Didn't Stacks get whacked? Or not Stacks, Tony get whacked?
We never actually seen it. That's the problem. All we've seen was a shadow. D'Angelo hasn't been seen since a shadow came over him while he was eating dinner alone. So we don't actually know what happened to him. But it was a very Sopranos-esque ending. So him coming back, maybe the bridge was because it's like Brooklyn, which is very mobster, like old-timey mobsters. Maybe it's the Brooklyn Bridge.
Where the hell is Luca at?
Being Chelsea Green's lawyer on the cease and desist, remember?
Oh, yeah, right. Because I haven't heard from him in a while.
Same. When Tony D beat both him and Stacks in that triple threat, I haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
So, who knows what's going to happen, but Dino is getting reckless. We've been going on for a very long time. So, I'm going to wrap up so I can go and edit and eat. And we have some 2K25 stuff to handle in post. So, that is our plan. We will go do that, and we will catch y'all on Ray's channel. Oh my god, hi. You don't hate Ethan too, do you? No. I mean, yes, I'm fine. It's just he's screaming while I'm trying to do my outro. Anyway. Check out the links down below for the usual ways of connecting with us. Our link to Spotify will also be down there. And then next week on Ray's channel will be The Last Time Is Now, Thena's final show.
Yep, which is going to be a different feeling podcast.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll still have some fun with it. You're still gonna make fun of me.
Oh yeah,
Um,
so we're still gonna shoot the shit, but it's not gonna
oh
be
yeah,
for
of
us.
course,
It's gonna be for him.
exactly. And I'm very curious on who they're gonna pull to fill the card out with. I think that'll be very fun to see.
Because
So we will catch you
if
guys.
if you guys don't know, they're gonna be filling the card with NXT talent because it is going to be the future of the WWE.
Exactly. They're gonna do NXT talent versus Raw and SmackDown talent as well, just to kind of fully showcase what they have and what to look forward to, which I think will be very fun and something I should be decent at predicting because, again, NXT's my home in this. I know people, so it should be fun. So,
we'll see you next week for The Last Time Is Now.
yep, catch y'all then.